friends, I was recently asked to do this look, my no makeup look. So if you're interested in seeing what products I use to create this look, let's get started. To make it a little bit more interesting, what I'm going to be doing in this video is not just applying makeup, but I'm also going to be rotating some of the makeup that is seasonal in nature for me. For example, in winter, I would probably wear more of a luminous foundation, and then I would swap out some of the colors from a more moody, wintry, even though I do go for a natural look, a more moody palette, eyeshadow palette, to a more perhaps lightweight color palette that lends itself more to pinks and oranges and just summer colors. So at the moment, all I've got on my face is vitamin C serum, moisturizer, and sunscreen lotion. The sunscreen lotion that I'm using at the moment is the Neutragena Ultra Sheer Dry Touch Sunscreen Lotion with an SPF 50. I'm about to run out of this, so I will continue to buy it. I've allowed my sunscreen to seep into and dry onto my face. So at the moment, what I've been using is the e.l.f. Color Corrector in Peach. This is just to color correct those areas in my face that are quite discolored and purple. As we age, the skin around our eyes gets finer and finer, and so the veins start showing through, and I just need to apply a little bit of that color corrector just to brighten up that area around my eyes. Now, this is the e.l.f. Color Corrector, so that will stay in my stash. I was using throughout winter my new favorite Maybelline Perfector 4-in-1 Glow, and that's what I was using in that video. But come summer, I don't want to be really dewy, so I'll probably swap it out to more the L'Oreal True Match, or even a very light application of the It Cosmetics CC Cream. This is illuminating, but not as illuminating as this Maybelline 4-in-1 is. With the Maybelline, it's just a very easy applicator, and I just dab a little bit in the center of my face. This is very much a perfect match to my skin, so I don't need a lot. All I do is apply a little bit to even out the skin tone, and then I dab it in with a wet beauty blender. And then recently, or in my last makeup haul, I've updated to the Perfect Match True Match by L'Oreal, and I applied just a dab of that in the dark areas of my face and on any skin marks that I have or age spots that I have on my face. Then I dab it in with a brush. I will keep this L'Oreal concealer in my stash for summer. I find that it's very easy to blend, and it goes very lightweight if you apply a little bit of it. And then any excess, just around my nose and my chin. Very simple. Before that sets too much, I apply a very light dusting of the Cogen Go powder. This is a little bit pricey, and I buy it online from Adore Beauty, and I only apply just a dab here, and I find that it just mattifies that area and brightens it at the same time. If you have a little bit of enlarged pores, then also dab it just a little bit in that area. That's it. That's all I apply on my face. And on that day, I was applying a little bit only of my Physicians Formula Sculpting Bronzer. It's my go-to just to give my face a little bit of color. Now, I have done a full tutorial on how I apply this face, my 5-minute face, but in this particular instance, the viewer was looking at what I had done to my lips, which we will get to. I then apply also a little bit of red above that area. This is just a prime one from Prometics that was sent to me in PR, and I absolutely love it. And then I just blend it all in. Now, I know that I had applied some powder to my face, but I hadn't really applied it to the area where I'm applying the bronzing stick on the side of my nose, and then I just dab that area out. And that is it for my face. For my eyes, I have been using about 3 different eyeshadow palettes: an old MAC neutral eyeshadow palette, an old Makeup Academy one that's hit pan. I get so much pleasure out of hitting pan on my eyeshadow palettes. Look at that one. And that one there. Those two are my favorite colors, and I've been using them. This is going to be rotated out only because the colors are more bronze colors. Although they're neutral, there's a lot of shimmer colors here. I generally tend to use the shimmer colors in the center of my eye, but there's a lot of bronze and gold, which I don't generally wear in the summertime. So that, the MAC and the Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palette, this is the Velvet Rose. That's also going to go out of my stash of makeup, and I'm going to be replacing it with a Too Faced chocolate palette bonbon. This is a really old one, and no, I'm not going to get rid of it. It still smells of chocolate, and I use it sometimes in the summertime, only because it's got a lot of lovely little pink colors in there that resonate for me in the summertime, but it still also has the nudes that are my go-to color palette if I'm going out at night, but also a lot of the pale colors that I can just wear on my eyelid if I don't want to wear a lot of makeup. This is the one that I'm going to be using in the summertime, so that goes in my little makeup box. And I think what I had on that day was just a little bit of the Makeup Revolution eyeshadow, just in the very nude color. I find that eyeshadow, Makeup Revolution eyeshadows are quite powdery, so you do need to tap them out. I don't generally wear a eyeshadow primer, only because I find that putting a little bit of powder on my eyelids is just plenty, just to keep the eyeshadow in place, especially on those days when I'm just really not applying a lot of makeup like today. So all I'm doing is just applying a very nude, neutral color, skin tone for me, on my eyelid, just to create a base for anything else. And I know if this is a no makeup look, why am I wearing eyeshadow? Only because I like to finish the look and I like to make it look a little bit more seamless. I then apply a little bit of brightener of the very light color to the center of my eye here, just to brighten that area, but I don't want anything sparkly. Hence why I've gone for a very flat, very pale color. And then I use a very fine brush just to go on the outside of the outer half of my eye. And I just use just a little bit, a darker color, just a little bit darker than my natural skin tone. Give it a bit of a flick on the outer eye, just to give a little bit of lift. And that's it for eyeshadow. I then apply a little bit of eyeliner. Again, my trick is just to apply eyeliner from this part of my eye to the outer part of my eye, just to elongate and lift my eye and create a little bit of a cat eye, but not too obvious of a cat eye. And then by laying the pencil flat and just a tip onto the edge of my eyelid, I create a very fine line to the center of my pupil. And then I just dab a little bit of this, which is the Mirenesse Define Art Duet, which I absolutely love. And I apply it into the eyelash line just to create a little bit of depth before I apply mascara. There you go. Very simple. I then do my eyebrows. My eyebrows are very simple. I get them threaded or I brush them myself into place, and I use a gel just to settle them in. I need to buy a new one. This is just the OXX Dual J from Kmart. I just apply it to my eyebrows. I don't actually apply it to my eyelashes, just to comb them into place. That's going back into my box. And then I apply the OXX from Kmart Brow Fibre Gel. I like this one. It does the job and it's very cheap and it matches my eyebrows perfectly. And I use this on my greys to cover them. That's it. Back in the box. And let's give everything a bit of a spritz. At the moment, I'm using the Max Factor Lasting Performance Setting Spray. And next are the lips. The viewer asked me specifically about my lip look. And on that particular video, I was using a new lip pencil from Flower Beauty, the Perfect Pout Sculpting Lip Liner in Blush Rose. I liked it because you don't have to sharpen it. All you have to do is just twist it up and it rises. And what I do to make my lips look a little bit fuller than what they are, I outline the outside of my lips. And because this is a very natural color to me, it's very much my lip color, but better. You can't really tell that I've overdrawn my lips. Anyway, that's what I think. Let me know in the comments below whether you can see that I've overdrawn my lips. And I don't overdraw all the way to the outside. As the line comes closer from the pout here to the joint of my lips, I join it at its original lip line. And I find that that gives me the most natural look. And then I color in the lips with the lip liner. And then I just add a dab of the lip gloss by L'Oreal. This is the Lip Plumping L'Oreal Gloss, I think it is. I will link it down below if you're interested. That's it. That's pretty much the look. A dash of mascara, and I put that on last. And I'm using the Maybelline Curl Bounce. Although I am having a little bit of problems with this lately. I'm not sure whether it's because when I apply it, I have worn creams and moisturizers all over my eyelashes as well, in which case it makes it settle or drop throughout the day. Today I tried to wear less, and I'm testing out that theory. I only put a really tiny dash of mascara in the bottom eyelashes. I focus on the top just to give me lift for the eye and definition to my eye shape. That's it. That's my no makeup look. Now let's see what goes back inside my container, my makeup container. I like to have a very basic makeup container because when I'm getting dressed and made up in the morning, I don't like to be too overwhelmed by choice. I read somewhere that Steve Jobs applied the rule of always wearing the same type of clothes every day because it eliminated for him the number of decisions that he had to make every day first thing in the morning. So I applied that to my makeup box. In this box, I just keep the bare minimum that I know I need in order to get ready, which makes it also easy if I want to go away for the weekend. I know that I just have to grab the items from this box and pack them. So in here now, I've swapped out to my Too Faced Chocolate Bonbon Eyeshadow Palette. I do have a new e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter that I'm testing out. I have the Color Corrector, Concealer, Bronzer, Liquid Bronzer or Stick Bronzer, Stick Blush, Gel, Eyebrow Gel, Mascara, lip gloss. I do have some powder products that I sometimes use. I just wasn't using those today. So I've got the Hoola Benefit Bronzer, the Too Faced Blush. I use those if I want to use powder product. And I find in the summertime I probably would use a powder product only because my face does get a little bit more glowy in the summertime. So I'll use the powder. So those will stay in there. My setting powder will stay in there. And I'm finishing off the Air Spun Loose Face Powder. I've only got a little bit, so I'm trying to hit pan with that, so that will stay in there. The 4-in-1 Glow will be swapped out by the e.l.f., but I will keep the CC cream and I will keep a more matte foundation as well for those days where I want a slightly different finish. I don't need all my liners. In fact, I'll just keep the pink one. This is the Lasting Finish Exaggerate, and I can't tell who it's from, but that's more of a pink lip liner, pretty much like what I'm wearing, but just slightly pinker. This is more of a nude, so this is the Flower Beauty that I'm keeping. And then more of a brick color in case I want something more strong on my lips. And the others will be put away. I've also got a little bit of a primer in here. I'm finishing off the Urban Decay Optical Illusion. This is an oldie. I'm just trying to finish it. And the setting solution. That is it. That's all that's in my makeup box now going forward for summer. All the other items will be put away for next season. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. If you have any questions about makeup, fashion, or beauty from the perspective of a mature-aged woman, please pop them in the comments below. I always answer all of them as soon as I see them. Until next time, my friends, I hope wherever you are, you're in good health, having a fabulous day, and I'll see you next time.